Welcome to the In Her Light podcast, where we talk about all things energy, ascension, 5D business, and manifestation, and the courage to stand in your light and shine no matter the fuck what. I am your host, Simone Hodgins, and this is In Her Light. Hello and welcome to the In Her Light podcast. I am your host, Simone Hodgins, and I am so excited to be recording another incredible, fun episode of this podcast. And I just actually finished recording an episode for day 2 of 5D Manifestation Magic, and I love that today we were talking about awareness, and it's a really powerful practice, you guys. If you want to do a 21-day journey, definitely jump in there. I can leave the link. It's always going to be $21, and it's 21 days, and you can jump in anytime, but we're literally on day 2. And one of the things that I love about this, though, that I want to talk to you about today is really when we look at what's coming in the world, we look at the ascension process, we look at what's happening outside. Just 2024 is going to be a massive, massive year for so many of us. And, you know, this is the last week of December. And no, it's not. It's just a couple days before Christmas, actually. But, so we'll have another episode next week. But the thing is that there's so much going on in the world today that is literally designed to pull you out of your power. And it's absolutely distracting you from calming down, slowing down, and going within and accessing the power that you have within you. That is, I mean, if we really get into it, you are God. You are an aspect of God. You have the power within you that creates worlds, and yet we are so distracted because we're busy being angry about this and angry about that. And, you know, there's a lot of things that have been going on in the world for many, many, many years. A lot of things are just coming to light. Of course, you know, we didn't have even 5 years ago, you know, we had social media, but it wasn't like it is now. And I think more before it was just about being an influencer and, you know, doing that kind of stuff. But now it's like, it's all over. I mean, there's influencers, there are people that are like us who are here to serve and express our gifts and get known so that we can make more impact and receive more wealth. And then there are, you know, people that are sharing about the good stuff, the bad stuff, all the things going on in the world. And even the people with the highest intentions that are saying, oh my gosh, this is happening. And, you know, these are the atrocities that are happening. And, you know, this side and people pointing fingers. And, you know, it's actually perpetuating the illusion of separation. And, you know, then we actually focus on all of these things that we don't want. That's where all the energy gets funneled to, and then that's what we experience. And so today, I just feel like I just wanted to riff a little bit about this, because if you could just bring yourself back and remember and embrace your role as the creator that you are going to see such a massive shift in what it is that you're here for, because you are the creator, right? So if you are choosing to remember that you are the creator, that means that you are taking responsibility for your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and not putting it off on, well, I'm feeling this way because of this going on, and I'm feeling this way because the economy, and this person is doing this, and this, like, okay, I mean, I'm in this world. I'm a human being. I have a kid that is really challenging. He is 12, and that kid can push my buttons and pull me out of my power like nobody else. But I adore him. And, you know, it's my responsibility. Of course, I adore him, but it's my responsibility to respond versus being, you know, maybe an older version of me would have been like, you know, frustrated with this kid and yelling at him and feeling stressed out all the time. And of course, we have those moments. Of course, we're human. But more often than not, I'm able to say, hey, what's going on with you? Why are you acting out like this? And it shifts. So it's through this practice of being consciously aware of my state of being, consciously aware of what it is that I want to create, consciously aware of, you know, the life that I want to create, the day I want to create and the life I want to create, because the life that you are creating is a culmination of you staying in the energy and of you doing certain things that, like little things that create that trajectory or that timeline that you're on. And so when you can allow yourself to have awareness and practice that awareness, you know, this is what is going to shift so much for you, because now you're going, and I'm sure I've talked about this before, but it's really going to bring you into that state of consciously creating. So when you remember that you are the creator, that you are the most, let me just see, that you are the most powerful being, because you are a part of literally the infinite creator, all that is. You are an aspect of that. You are an aspect of God. And so when you embrace your role as the creator, you realize that all of the things that are, you know, happening around you, you choose to respond, because the events that are happening get the meaning that you give them and the story that you attach to them by literally just giving your power and going into it and just be like, oh my God, that's what this means, and the world is ending and we're all going to be like locked down and these terrible things, and there's going to be RoboCops and oh my God. Versus, okay, we see what's going on in the world and we choose to create something different. This, people are talking about something like predictive programming. So this movie just came out where it's like, oh, the world's going to shit. I can't remember what it's called. The Obamas were the executive producers. So, you know, whatever. And people say, well, this is predictive programming. They're telling you what's coming. And I feel like more like, hey, this kind of stuff is not that it's telling you what's coming. It's immersing you into the energy of it, the fear of it, becoming a living consciousness that's within you. And you unconsciously are perpetuating the creation of it. And so we get to choose what it is that we desire is our internal compass. And we get to choose if we want to go towards that thing or we want to go towards the thing that we don't want. So embrace your role as the creator, because this is who you truly are. Literally, it's who you are. And you don't have to give your power away to anyone. Your crazy kids, your, unsupportive partner maybe, or your, crazy boss, or whatever you've got going on in your life. You have the power to be responsible for your dominant frequency, the dominant state of being that you reside in, and where you choose to focus and move towards. So this is your power, and you are capable of manifesting whatever you want, no matter what your situation is, no matter where you're starting, no matter what's falling apart around you. You're actually capable of creating anything, because your natural state is the state of abundance. And when you are out of that state, it's simply a matter of awareness, bringing yourself back, knowing that the things that you are experiencing are not you, and that you have the power to choose to create different. And I know that you hear people say this and you're like, yeah, but what, I've got bills to pay. I'm getting kicked out of my apartment. Oh my God, this is happening. Well, if you're in that kind of a state, then again, what are you doing? You're going, holy shit, oh my God, this is happening. What am I, blah, 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 blah. And then you perpetuate and you create more of it because you're not bringing yourself back into an embodied state of presence and awareness in this presence and now moment where it's like a clean slate and anything is possible. You're literally out there like freaking the fuck out and creating something that is not aligned and not you. So even when the outside world is getting crazy, the power of awareness and the power of bringing yourself back into the embodiment of you, bringing you back into your breath, connecting to your breath, that instantly anchors you back into your body and instantly anchors you back into the present moment. The past, the future, whatever, like here you are right here, right now. And when you realize, okay, I'm right here, right now, I'm safe, I'm not dying, I'm just here, right now. Whatever is going on around me is going to go on around me. And I get to choose how I'm going to respond to that. And so how do I choose how I'm going to respond to that? I'm actually going to bring myself back into this present moment and be very clear on, okay, this is what is, and this is where I'm moving towards. And I don't know how it's going to happen. I just know it's happening. And you just choose to focus there and take the aligned action there. And the reason why we can never, or we say manifestation doesn't work, or we say, the world is too crazy and all of these things are happening and the economy is shit, you're giving it that power. And, manifestation does work because you're always manifesting based on your dominant state of being, based on what you believe you're going to receive, based on what you expect. And so you can choose to shift that and consciously change. And it's not as simple as saying affirmations. It's not as simple as just making a vision board. It's so much more than that. So it's really, but it's simple. It's really about awareness, presence, and then choosing to create from that space. Okay. And there are all sorts of manifestation tools and techniques and things. And, the 21-day journey is literally just being in the energy of what it is that we're creating and what it is that we want to create and bringing ourselves into a space and practice of awareness. And, if you want to be a part of that, be a part of that. It's literally just, I'm sending out audios every day, and there are some activations and guided meditations that I will be adding right away, actually, and some other things that we're doing. But it's not, we're not doing a Facebook group or anything like that. We're just, or any group. It's just about you being in this journey, but at the same time co-creating with all of the other people in the container that just say yes. And when you say yes to yourself, whether it's anything that you want, whether it's a program or, just taking the trip or doing the thing, you are totally shifting your energy and you are saying yes. The universe responds, doors begin to open, opportunities begin to show up, right? And things begin to unravel and unfold. And all you have to do is literally walk through those doors, okay? So, but we're so caught up in, but this is happening and that's happening and my husband's not supporting me and this is, and then what do? We give away our power again. So this is like, just having that awareness practice, you're just like, oh my God, I'm doing that thing again. Okay, let's just get back into a centered, present, embodied state, and let's take action from there. So that's it. And sometimes the action is literally just to sit, have a nap, relax. It's often to slow down because we are so busy running around and all the things. And I mean, even the holidays, it's so busy. And it's like, no, if you can actually just take some time to slow down, stop throughout your day, just check in with yourself, notice your state of being, notice that you're safe, know you're okay, no matter what is going on. It's always in your best and highest good, because it's either showing you something you haven't looked at and giving you the opportunity to shift and change your trajectory, or it's just inviting you into something bigger, greater, more aligned, more expansion, more abundance, more. Okay? So it's about being in that awareness. So I'm aware that today I just kind of, I don't know, I just went off on a little bit of a tangent, but that's totally okay, because this is very powerful stuff. And this is the stuff that is going to shift you and help you to change your life. And I also want to just remind you that there is a signature program. I'm doing it live. It's starting in mid-January. It is called Sold Out, and it's SOULED. And I actually also have it as a bundle with a friend of mine who is offering Mothership. So, but Sold Out, I'll tell you about Mothership too, but Sold Out is literally about business structures, how to start your business, how to expand your existing business, how to take a business that's hit a glass ceiling and actually make it fucking explode, you know, from identifying what it is that is your mission and your purpose, really understanding your worth and the value of your work, and getting into alignment with getting paid for your soul work, and also some really amazing ways to make it happen. And so there's always amazing strategies, but I give you different strategies that are aligned with what it is that you want to create and how you want to do it, and what is your vision, what does your business look like, what do you want your soul purpose, your soul driven mission, purpose, business to look like. What do you want it to look like? Most of us are just like, I don't know, I just want to offer programs, and I just want to get paid lots of money, and I want people, but they're so like seriously, let's get clear on what is it that you actually, what is the vision? What kind of impact do you want to make? How do you want to work with people? You know, is there a portion of your business that you could automate where, this is what I love to do, you guys, automate a portion of your business so that you have money coming in that supports you in your art and supports other people in their being served and all of that. And then you also have the freedom to A, experience and live your life, and B, you can have high-level containers. You can have maybe a wonderful mastermind that you want to do that is just like kind of open. You can, you could be launching new things all the time if you want to, but I will tell you, this is the fastest way to get burned out. So instead of just launching new things from a place of, holy shit, this needs to work, it's always about feeling safe. Safety is first, always, always, always. When you feel safe, that's where you can allow yourself to receive and feel the abundance, the joy, the flow, the bliss, the happiness, all of that. It comes from a place of you tapping into you are safe. And when you are constantly feeling unsafe and you are creating and launching and creating and launching and creating and launching, and, you're, first of all, in an energy of, lack, which is repellent. I know, because I've been there. And then you're in the hustle, which puts you in a state of imbalanced masculine, where it makes it really hard for you to receive. And when you do receive, then you're instantly like, holy shit, okay, well, I got one person. Oh my God, there's only one person. Instead of going, woo, there's one person and it's amazing. And this person is going to work with me, whether there are one person or 5,000 persons or 5 million persons, you need to show up the same. Because if you are creating a masterpiece and a work of art with your work, there's a really good chance that that one person is going to be millions down the road. So always show up as if millions are watching, because millions could be. So with that being said, you get to create the business with your vision, and what do you want that to look like? So get really clear on that. And when you get really clear on that, then you get to create it, and it becomes like, again, the doors open, things unfold, things happen where you're like, holy shit, I'm getting to create my business. And I mean, I have so many clients that were in a state of launching all the time and struggling and having failed launches and being stressed out and feeling unworthy, feeling like they weren't good enough, totally comparing themselves to all of the other shiny people on Instagram who, it's just, it is what it, or Facebook. It's just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to show you what I want you to see. But you compare yourself to that when really we're all struggling sometimes, but we're all on a journey, and we get to be on a journey that feels expansive and fun and playful. So yes, there are going to be some things that are hard. Absolutely. But what if you set up your business so that you have money coming in to support you? Because money, by the way, is a tool that is there to support you in your mission and purpose. It is not this thing that is elusive and horrible and whatever, unless you have made it mean that. And that's totally okay if you have. If you have, it's because of your trauma and programs that you've been running, but you can shift that, you can move that, and you can realize that money is absolutely a tool to help you expand and get to create and experience and make impact and serve, and also really enjoy your freaking life. Like, you are not supposed to be here to struggle and hate your life. You're actually not supposed to be in this business that you're in so that you can be spiritually, what's the word? Like a martyr, where you're like, oh my God, I just give and give and give. And I'm like a saint, and I just don't receive because that's not for me. I'm just here to give and whatever. And I know people that are in that. And guess what happens? You just stay fucking broke. And that's why Gail and I, the Bougie Healer, we created the Wealthy Healer. And actually, we're going to create a whole thing around that, because we feel so strongly that people who are here on a mission to create and serve and create impact and wealth and legacy and love and ascension and all of the things, you're supposed to have all the good stuff. You're not supposed to be in this old thing where it's like this old paradigm, this old way of being, this old, the thing that we have taken on that tells us that you've got to be broke in order to be like a good person. You've got to be, do you notice that? Do you notice how people will like get together and talk about like the economy or whatever? Losing my voice again. Talk about the economy, talk about all of the things that are happening, and be like, bitching together. And it's like, nobody's buying, it's Christmas, nobody's buying anything. Like, this is just like, whatever, it's been so hard. Oh my God, yeah, me too. Like, fuck that shit. Literally, what are you creating when you're in that? Because I'm going to tell you, you get to create your own economy. You get to create your results. You get to connect with the people that you're meant to serve. And how do you do that? By actually authentically showing up and being all of you. And nothing else. And nothing else. You don't have to have shiny Instagram. You don't have to have fancy branding. Those things are nice. They're great. But that's not what is going to illuminate the pathway for the people that are meant to come to you to see you. Okay? It's just you showing up and being you, however that feels aligned, however that feels good. And so in Sold Out, we actually go in and we create a massive shift within you around the money, the service, and how you want your business to look. And we go about actually structuring it and creating it. And you will have so much fun, and you will actually create your business from a place of alignment versus fear and lack. Okay. So that, and then we have in that bundle, the mothership, and the mothership is like, it's so magic. So if you don't follow Gail, the Bougie Healer, she has way more followers than me. She is my client. and she's become a dear friend, and she is now living the life. Like, she is one of those people that went from $200 sessions and struggling and driving around and working her ass off and feeling burnt out and just barely getting by, to actually living the life. Her husband is now, being supported by her more than, financially. Like, she's making more money than he is. And she's having so much fun, and she's getting to create, and she's just showing up every day. She's having fun. She's making an impact. She's doing exactly what she wants. And so she has her program, The Mothership, which is really all about the energy of ascension. And there's so much in there. She's got so many activations and literally helping you with manifestation, teaching you about connecting to your gifts and activating those spiritual gifts, activating your psychic senses, all the clairs, all of that stuff, but really consciously activating those and using those as the tools to create your world. So obviously manifestation, she's going to help you activate your light language if that's something that you want to do. It's where you are channeling light language that is activating not just your DNA, but when you channel light language and it goes out, it activates those around you and the people you're working with and the people in your home, everything. So it's really cool. So there's so much. It's very, very powerful. She is a galactic channel. She connects to ETs. She is next level. So if you want to be a part of that, definitely jump in. We have a bundle right now. Our pre-sale's over, but it's still a ridiculous, it's a ridiculous price. So, and who knows, maybe we'll do something on Boxing Day. I don't know. But you guys, I love you. I hope that this is serving you and I get to riff and share amazing things. But you guys are so incredibly powerful. We come together, we rise together, we create together. We are conscious creators together. We are all in this together. And I am so grateful for you, and I'm grateful if you're listening, and I'm grateful for you being here, and I hope this was of service. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.